I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I believe when God tells you to do, when He wakes you up, then He tells you to pray and think on what He wants to tell you. And I woke up thinking, I need to educate normal people like me that knew nothing about our government or our legal system and teach you what I've learned and show you how I learned it so you can go learn yourself. But it's weird because then my good friend sends me this YouTube, and I'm going to show you a clip. Watch this.
Now, where you are 10 times more likely to be tried by an administrative law judge than you are by a judge, if I can call it that. What's an administrative law judge? How does it work? Let's take an agency. You could take the SEC, you could take
DCF.
Something that they think is a violation of the law. They are the prosecutor. They bring the charges. They vote to bring the charges. And then they take you before this administrative law judge. We used to call them hearing officers, but they really like being called judge, so now they call themselves judges. And some of them now even wear robes.
Family court judges.
Turns out they're just employees of the federal executive branch. Some of them have more protections for their decisions than others, but some can be fired and reassigned if the boss doesn't like the decision. The boss can sometimes say, I just disagree and I'm going to assign it to somebody else. Very few protections compared to an independent judge, right? Why do we have life tenured judges? So I don't care. I can rule for you if you're unpopular. I have that protection. That fellow, that hearing officer, doesn't have that protection, all right? He reports to the same people who brought the charges, often the same people who brought the charges against you. And the procedures are very different.
So I learned this last summer. So when you go to family court, the person on the stand up there that looks like a judge, he's a mediator. Family courts or civil courts that you go to are following the ADR policies, procedures of what he just said with these fake judges. That's all falls underneath the Judicial Improvements Act of 1990. And keep listening because I'll tell you more in details. My court, I have a judge up there. He's a district judge. He's voted in. But he still has to go under the ADR. But in your courts, you have this mediator that could be what he said, a fake judge, I call him. They have to follow under certain guidelines and procedures, not the law. That is the problem. Even though my judge is a elected official, he has to go under the Judicial Improvements Act of 1990, and that is exactly why we are going to Congress to have them change it. That is the issue here. That's what we are all dealing with. I don't care if you're just have a kid right now. You don't have to be married. DCF. Whatever you're dealing with in the court system, you're dealing with a mediator, a fake judge. Or if you all do have a judge like me, he has to follow the guidelines of the ADR. So until we can get the Judicial Improvements Act of 1990 fixed with Congress, which they're going there, you can tell we're working, it's getting exciting, we will never win. You will always be in a circle of court. You'll be spending money. Starting Learn with Meg, where I can just teach you stuff like this so this page doesn't get bombarded with it, to show you all the stuff that you don't know. I'm going to teach you how to research yourself in your own state, because we have to research stuff, because this is about our lives. This is about our children. This is about our homes, our property. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, I'll update you all about the trip because it was a wonderful trip. Loved it. Bye.